Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I gotta take you on the journey how I made the decision on what to scape and how I scaped my IAPLC 2023 World Ranking number 11 scape. Enjoy the video. This is where it all started. Blank canvas. 120 by 60 by 45 cm opti-wide aquarium illuminated with a Skylight Hyperspot FL. For a long time I had the dream to reach the top 100 at the IAPLC. I already had an idea for my layout, but before I started I made a little analysis of the year 2022. I looked at 4 characteristics of the layouts in the top 27 to find out with which design the probability of a good ranking is very high. I found out that linear layouts became quite popular in 2022. Spiky wood layouts and jungle layouts were leading the statistics by far. The second feature I looked at was the color choices for the plants. Colorful layouts were very few. Pure green layouts were quite common, but the most common were layouts that were predominantly green with some soft color accents. Then I looked at how much hardscape was used. The distribution speaks a clear language here. To create the balance with little hardscape is from my point of view mostly even more difficult. Last but not least, I looked at the position of the focal point. I had a feeling about this, but I was still excited to see this with the help of numbers. I don't know if I would have changed anything in my plans for the layout based on the results of this little analysis, but it gave me a good feeling to start this way, and that's exactly what we are doing now with the hardscape. To gain height in the background, I filled JBL Volcano in filter bags. This way the porous lava rock doesn't just slide around, and I can reuse it in the bags in the next scape without everything mixing with soil. Then I started to build the hardscape with grey-brown slate rock. The biggest difficulty from the beginning was to lay the stones stably without them tilting. One of the crucial points in the creation was that I realized that the big stone in the center was too high to create details and depth behind it. I decided to break some of the glue points up again and make over the top right corner and shift the center stone to the right. At this point, the left front side was giving me some problems. I lacked the flow that the roots on the right side made with the stones. First I tried to create the flow with the roots, but the second crucial point was to decide completely against the tree on the left front side. As you can see here, I then got to work on the complicated background and added lots of details. At this point I had exactly one stone of about 92 kilograms left. After a long video call with my buddy Carsten, it was clear that the upper corner was still missing something, and so even the last available stone found its way into the scape, except for one small fragment. One of the last things before planting was to add soil into the path before I filled up the tank and started into a 4-week-long dark start. Then it was finally time for planting, with which my buddy Paul helped me. But the joy did not last long. Despite the dark start, I very quickly got a number of problems. Long slimy diatom spread and almost all plants that I had placed in the substrate began to dissolve. This created a lot of biological material that decomposed, and the dirt you can see here built up within only one day. I had no choice but to remove all plants from the substrate and wait. Unfortunately, the problem repeated itself, and 5 more weeks passed until I was finally able to add some plants without melting. Luckily, the plants finally grew well, and just before the deadline I was able to start preparing for the final shot. As you may have noticed from the previous image, I put some pebbles in the foreground for more detail. After that I worked on closing the roof, because I wanted to achieve that only the focal point and the near surroundings shine, in order to not draw the viewer's attention too much in another direction. And then the big day came. I took some short sequences of the tank itself from different angles, of the beautiful fish and shrimp living in the tank, and took the final shot. Thanks for watching, and please like the video and subscribe to my channel.